Welcome to our channel, where Buddhist wisdom guides us on a journey of mindfulness, compassion, and peace. Join us in discovering teachings that lead to clarity and knowledge. Have you ever found yourself talking to yourself in a way that makes you feel small or incapable? Perhaps you've thought, "I can't do this task," or "I always make mistakes." Yes, many times, we unconsciously engage in self-talk that weakens us from within. Statements like, "This is beyond me," or "I'm always wrong," are examples of negative self-talk. At first, this may seem insignificant, but it silently eats away at our confidence. This kind of self-criticism, negative introspection, has a profound impact on our minds. During such moments, a whirlwind of emotions surfaces, sometimes anger at oneself, sometimes disappointment. We begin to doubt our abilities, feel destined for failure, and ultimately become our own worst enemies. This self-sabotaging cycle weakens our confidence and makes us hesitant to try new things. To move forward, positive thinking is essential. But if we fail to recognize negative self-talk, we risk being held back forever. The result? We achieve far less than our potential and struggle to move ahead in life. So today, let's explore this pattern of negative thinking and understand how to break free from it. Once again, welcome to Radiant Wisdom. Let's begin our story. Long ago, in a bustling town, people were celebrating with joy. Amidst the festivities, there was a boy sitting quietly under a tree, lost in his thoughts. While the town was alive with happiness, this boy seemed detached, burdened by worry. His exams were fast approaching, and despite his best efforts, he couldn't focus on his studies. The more he thought about studying, the deeper his despair grew. His face reflected his rising frustration and hopelessness. As he sat there, lost in his thoughts, a wise master happened to pass by. Observing the boy's troubled expression, the master instantly understood that something was bothering him. Without hesitation, he approached the boy and said, "What's the matter, my son? The whole village is celebrating, there's a joyous atmosphere all around, and here you are, sitting alone under this tree, looking so sad. What's troubling you?" Hearing the master's words, the boy forced a smile, but the worry in his heart made it impossible for him to truly smile. The master, noticing this, asked again, "Why are you so serious, son? What's the issue? Can you tell me?" The boy sighed and replied, "Oh, master, my exams are so close, and despite my best efforts, I just can't focus on my studies. I can't seem to concentrate at all." The master, with a calm demeanor, asked, "But why? There must be a reason for this. Can you share it with me?" The boy then explained, "Master, whenever I sit to study, and if I get stuck on something, all sorts of complaints start popping up in my mind. Worry takes over, and one negative thought after another floods my mind. And after that, I can't focus on my studies at all. I try, but I just can't seem to concentrate. Soon, I find myself giving in to these negative thoughts, closing my books, and wasting time elsewhere, sometimes with friends, sometimes with people around me. Although deep inside, I want to study because I know I will face the consequences if I don't, I just can't make myself focus. This has been going on for the past 2 months. The more I try to overcome these negative thoughts, the more they surround me. They scare me, they trouble me, and I can't seem to escape them." The master listened attentively to the boy's troubles, and then he said, "Son, I understand what's going on in your mind, but can you explain it with an example?" The boy replied, "Master, my exams are very close, and I've studied some, but for the remaining part, I need to dedicate 10 to 14 hours every day to focus and complete my studies. Without this, I won't be able to finish my preparations. When this thought crosses my mind, I get scared. I feel a chill inside, and soon, my courage fades, and I give up. After that, I just can't bring myself to work hard, no matter how much I want to focus. The master, stopping him, said, "Wait, my son. Let's first try to understand these negative thoughts in your mind. Let's try to move beyond these worries and learn something from them." The master continued, "Son, are you saying that you are worried about how you will complete your remaining studies? How you will work hard for 10 to 14 hours in a day? Is there, perhaps, a complaint hidden behind this worry?" Hearing this, the boy hesitated and asked, "What complaint, master?" With a smile, the master said, "Son, when you sit to study, and you get stuck on something, and when you think about the remaining studies, do you complain to yourself, saying, 'I am weak. I can't work this hard. How can I possibly do this? How can I study for 10 to 14 hours in one day?' Ask yourself, are these complaints true, or are they just thoughts of your mind?" The boy paused for a moment, unable to answer, unsure of how to respond. The master, seeing his silence, asked, "Where is it written that you cannot work hard? Where does it say you don't have the ability to work this hard? Has anyone ever told you that you cannot concentrate and study for long hours?" The boy replied, "Master, you are right. No one has ever said that to me." The master smiled and said, "Then how did you come to believe that you are weak and cannot do it? That you cannot focus and study for long hours? All of this is just an illusion of your mind. It's a thought that you unknowingly keep repeating and believing, turning it into a reality." Before the master could finish, the boy interrupted and asked, "Master, if this is not the truth, then what is the truth?" Hearing this, the master smiled even more warmly and said, "Son, the truth is that to know your true potential, you must push yourself to the limits. You must give your best effort. Only when you work with all your strength, when you study with your full capacity, will you truly understand your potential." The boy, looking thoughtful, asked, "Master, then what should I do now?" The master replied, "Son, listen carefully to me. Behind every worry, there is a positive message that we need to recognize. For example, when the thought arose in your mind that you won't be able to complete your remaining studies in time, what was the positive message behind that worry?" The boy paused for a moment, reflecting, and then said, "Master, the positive message is that I need to focus completely and put in all my strength to study." The master nodded and said, "Exactly." The boy then said, "This is a very good approach. Now I can easily focus on my studies." Just as the boy was about to leave, the master called out to him, "Wait, son, the worry is not fully over yet. Whenever you understand the positive message behind a worry, thank it and move forward. Tell yourself, I have understood the message behind this worry, and now I am ready to work hard with complete honesty. I accept that working hard will bring discomfort and challenges, but I will not give up. Thank that worry for bringing this message to you." The master continued, "When you say this to yourself, you will feel lighter and better, because the inner battle in your mind will be over. You will have understood the message behind the worry and accepted that yes, you need to focus for a long time. Yes, you need to work hard. And yes, there will be some discomfort, some fatigue, but you will not back down. Once you accept this, an energy will rise within you. You will feel light because you have accepted what your mind wanted you to accept. This is the moment, don't let it slip away. Take action now, make a decision, and make this positive message your belief. Repeat it again and again until you truly believe it." The master added, "Son, this is the time of difficulty, the time to prove yourself, to turn pain into strength. Every great person who has achieved something in life has turned their complaints and weaknesses into strength and positive thoughts. They fully believed in this, and that's how they reached such great heights." Finally, the master asked, "Son, now tell me your next problem, and solve it yourself." After a moment of deep reflection, the boy said to the master, "Master, sometimes I feel like I've wasted so much time. I feel like I've lost. If I had worked hard 6 months ago and started these things, I would be in a different place today. Now, it feels like no matter how hard I try, I won't gain anything from it. The master calmly responded, "Son, now tell me, what is the complaint behind this worry?" The boy, following the master's advice, paused to think about it, but couldn't find an answer. The master then said, "Son, you're complaining to yourself that you made a mistake, and now you feel like it's too late to fix it. You think making a mistake means giving up. But ask yourself, is this complaint you have against yourself true, or is it just a thought?" The boy reflected for a moment and then said, "Master, I thought that making a mistake meant giving up, but now I realize this is just my thinking. What is the truth?" The master replied, "Son, when you struggle, you will know the truth yourself. But now, tell me, what is the positive message behind this worry?" The boy thought for a while and then said, "The positive message behind this worry is that I will never let this mistake happen again. I will make sure that such a situation never arises in my life where my preparations fall short and I give up." The boy continued, "Master, I have understood the positive message behind this worry. I will never allow such mistakes again. I will keep learning and focus on doing the right actions at the right time." After saying this, the boy said to the master, "Master, after accepting this positive message, I feel much better. I never realized that the positive messages behind these worries could be so powerful." He then asked, "Master, please explain this to me once more. I want to understand it deeply so I can avoid making such mistakes again." The boy then shared his next worry, "Master, I'm very concerned that after so much studying, if I'm not selected, what will my relatives, friends, and villagers say?" The master smiled and said, "Son, look at the complaint behind this worry." The boy fell silent for a moment, reflecting deeply, and then said, "Master, I keep telling myself that I will only like myself if others like me. This means I depend on others' opinions. I'm like a puppet in their hands, and I worry about what they will say." The master smiled again and said, "Son, if you measure yourself by others' opinions, you will always feel small. Small-minded people think small of others. The truth is, it's your responsibility to respect yourself, to respect the work you do, and to trust yourself. That is what truly matters. How you feel about yourself, how much you believe in yourself, is the only thing that truly matters." The master then asked, "Now, tell me, what is the positive message behind this worry?" The boy then said to the master, "Master, the positive message behind this worry is that we should avoid negative thoughts and focus on thinking thoughts that empower us." He continued, "I am grateful for this powerful message. I accept the responsibility of staying alert and repeatedly focusing on good thoughts. From today, I will only trust myself and my actions. I will observe what I am doing and ask myself if I am on the right path. I accept that from today, I will see myself through my own eyes. What others say about me will no longer matter." With this, the boy told the master, "Master, my problem is now solved. I feel so much better, lighter." The master responded, "Son, remember everything you've said, write it down, and take immediate action on it so you can see each day how you are becoming more alert to negative thoughts and focusing on thoughts that inspire you." The master then said, "Similarly, by taking small actions, you can remind yourself, prove to yourself, that you are bigger than worries and complaints. Repeatedly acting on your thoughts will help you build positive beliefs within yourself, beliefs that you will trust and follow without question." The master continued, "Therefore, whenever worry troubles you, first look at the complaint behind it. Ask yourself whether the complaint is true or just a thought. This will create a distance between you and the complaint. Its bitterness and impact will lessen. Try to understand it, recognize it, discover the positive message behind it, and form a new belief. Only then will you reach the heights in life that you dream of." With that, the master fell silent. The boy understood that he had been fearing unnecessary things in his life, while he actually needed to fight against his own thoughts. He had unknowingly formed a belief in negative thoughts, trusting them blindly. But he now realized that he should have focused on positive thoughts. The boy then bowed to the master and returned home. From that day on, he worked hard day and night, studying with full focus. Whenever negative thoughts arose, he understood the message behind them, accepted his mistakes, and this fueled his positive energy. Transforming his weaknesses into strengths, he continued to move forward. So friends, I hope you learned something valuable from this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to the Radiant Wisdom channel.